What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today we've got a nice little package here from the Royal Mint. Been waiting a little while for this, and there's a few nice pieces in here, so I'm going to show you what I've bought to add to the collection. It's all fairly recent stuff, but yeah, I took advantage of a nice little 30% discount code, managed to get a few quid off, so I'll show you what we've got in here. While we're opening it up, if you've not entered the latest giveaway, make sure you go and do that. Your chance to win 112 coins. 3 chances to win 112 coins. Anyway, let's get on with it. And we can see we've got some BUNC packs, and we've also got a couple of sets there at the back as well. So let's get into it here. Here's the 2 rivals in this year's Mintage Figure Battle. We've got Paddington and St Paul's Cathedral there. Do like the packaging on this one, the fact that it shows a nice colour picture with Paddington there at St Paul's as well. We're not going to open all these up individually. With the money off on these 50p BUNC packs, I managed to get them for 7 quid each, so just picked up a few that I knew I didn't have. I know there's still quite a few I'm still missing, but filling gaps where I can. I need to go back and buy some before the prices on them go up even more, because some of them are getting silly money now. Then we've got Paddington at the Tower as well. Of course, last year, well, I say last year, this is last year's releases, 2019. The 2018 releases were for the 60th anniversary of Paddington. And then they also decided to continue it last year. Will we see any more this year? I'm not so sure. And then again, we've got the cover photo there of the Tower of London, Paddington in the foreground. And instead of Treasure for Life, of course, we got Bear for Life. Is it marmalade sandwiches, this thing? I think so. Bit of marmalade there, is it? There's the 2 Paddingtons. Nice little start. And then we've got the 2019 Gruffalo, which actually isn't 20 years, is it? Because, again, the 2018 was the celebration year. So technically, this is 21st. 20 years of the Gruffalo, I think. There's the specs, a little bit of blurb there on the back, but it's a pretty cool design. I prefer this one to the first one, for sure. Excellent. And then our final BUNC 50p pack. Look at this, this hasn't been sealed very well, has it? Is the Wallace and Gromit one. And this is actually one I was going to skip, to be honest, because I do have the Strike Your Own for this. So I was going to make do with that, but again, it's 7 quid. And it's such a cool package in this one. It's got a little stand, you can put it together. What I'll do, I'll find one of the other guys has definitely opened this. Absolute Coin's done it, I'm pretty sure. So I'll stick a link in the description if you want to get a closer look at this coin. But this is 30 years of Wallace and Gromit. There you go, it tells you how to put the pack together and everything on the back here. And there's the specs. And then I've got this year's Captain Cook. So that's the 3rd year of this and the final year of this. And I've got all 3 of these, so I'm pretty glad I have, because the first one's going crazy money at the moment. But I must say, this isn't my favourite design. It's just so busy, it's hard to actually make it out. But I believe that's a Maori canoe there, meeting the Endeavour. And then you've got coastline here, and at the bottom as well, I believe, maybe islands. But it's quite difficult to make out, I think. There we go, there's the specs and the bits and pieces on that one. I might have to have a closer look at it. Maybe I will take this one out of the package and have a nice close look at it. And that's the BUNC packs. Of course, I had to pay full price for this one. This did not qualify for the 30% discount like the others. So we've got 2 sets. We've got the 2020 year set, how about we finish with that? And we've got the second part of the 50 years of the 50p series, the British military set. What was the first part called? Cultural set, something like that, I think. Well, that's the one with the Kew Gardens in it, of course, and the one that everybody is after, which I think makes this a bit of a dark horse to be worth something in the future. These we are going to open up, have a closer look. Yeah, let's get into it. You can of course pause this, have a read if you like. We're not going to spend too much time on these. Maybe in the future we can have a close look at these sets in a coin set showcase episode, but we're just going to breeze through them really. Of course you've got VC Heroic Axe there, originally released in 2006, 150th anniversary of the Victoria Cross. And again, obviously these are all re-released coins that have previously been out. As I said, this was 2006, of course, a design we will recognise. But that does make these titles a bit strange, doesn't it? Because it's not the 150th anniversary, is it? Obviously the initial coin was, but another 14 years on does confuse the issue a little. But it's a cool set, don't get me wrong. Again, Victoria Cross, the medals, released in 2006 as well. But this has got to be the pick of the set on the right here. Struggling to get it central because the way my camera's set up, got something in the way here. But the D-Day 50p there, of course, the initial one was the old, large, chunky 50p. And of course with a different portrait on the obverse as well, as did the Victoria Cross, had the fourth portrait on those two coins. The original D-Day would have had a third portrait, of course. Yeah, definitely the pick of it, because having it in the resized version, certainly unique. A different Battle of Britain again, another different obverse to look for. Of course, you've got the old JC and IRB releases back in 2015. And then on the right here, we've got the Battle of Hastings, which again is interesting because you've got the 2016 at the bottom there, which would throw you off, wouldn't it? Just if you didn't know to look on the obverse to see the actual date. Because of course on the obverse, they're all dated 2019. We do see some different obverses here. Oh, look at that, that's toning, isn't it? You see that? That's already toning. On the left there, around the pence. Is it coming through on the camera? Yeah, you can just about see it, can't you? That's definitely starting to tone already, wow. Not ideal. But yeah, we see some different obverses here because these two have the denomination on, because they don't have it on the reverse of the coin. But then the others, which have the reverse on the denomination on the reverse of the coin, then have an obverse which of course doesn't have the denomination. And again, that's toning again, isn't it? Interestingly, in the same place as the other coin. Very interesting. And then again, the other Victoria Cross, the same obverse again, the 2019 JC one. Of course, the Battle of Britain circulation strike was the JC one, so it's really still the IRB one that you're hunting for. That's the real scarce one. Put this away. Put it back in the packaging afterwards. And then to finish us off, we've got this year set as well. Brilliant uncirculated. And this is a great buy, I think. primarily because of these definitive coins, because I'm a pretty strong believer we're not going to see many of these in circulation this year, if any at all. We've only seen the Brexit 2020 in circulation so far. We're 6 months into the year, of course. A lot of things going on in the world right now, which mean cash is not being used heavily at all. So I think we'd certainly have at least 1 or 2 NIFCs here. Could end up being the whole set, couldn't it? Imagine that. But the 50p will be the one to look out for. If that isn't circulated, then you're on to a winner with this set. And then we've got the commemoratives in the set, which are pretty cool as well, don't get me wrong. We've got the George III £5, the longest reigning UK king. And the coin marks 200 years since the end of his reign. Let's have a look at the obverse on that. Always nice to see these large coins, really see the finer details. And then there's 3 £2 coins, commemorative ones in the set. Of course, there's the Britannia as well in the definitives. First up, we've got the Agatha Christie, commemorate 100 years since her first novel. And then we've got the VE Day, which the only coin in the set to have been released so far, isn't it, I believe? There's all the bits and pieces about that one. Pretty cool design though. My favourite one of the £2, the Mayflower, stunning design. And of course 400 years since it initially set sail. And there's the bits and pieces on that if you want to have a read on that as well. There you go, 16th of September 1620, set sail from Plymouth. And then the other star of the show, depending on what happens, is obviously the Team GB 2020. Lots and lots of speculation about this coin at the moment. Will it be released at all in circulation? Will it be released in BUNC packs next year with a different date? Will this be the only way you're able to get your hands on this coin, by buying the year set this year? And unless, of course, you buy one someone else has broken up. But prices on these are crazy at the moment. You're talking like half of the cost of the whole set, at least, just for this one coin. It's pretty mad. But we will have to wait and see with that. Will it come with a 2020 obverse? Or will it come with a 2021 obverse? Or will it come at all? We don't know. Loving the artwork actually on these as well. Let's have a look at the others. VE Day one there. And there is Agatha. But a pretty cool set, and one I'm glad to have. I've only got 2019 and 2020 of the recent year sets. Proof sets I've got from 2001. And before that I've got loads and loads of different years, but I do need to start picking up some more different dates of these more modern year sets, but some of them are so expensive. But we're going to work on that. What we can't do is miss out years, so I'm glad I've got this. What's your pick of this little package? Oh, and of course had to pay full price on the year set as well, though this was eligible for the 30% off. I think it cost me about £30, so I was very happy with that. And then we've got the Cook, obviously, that we had, and the 450p's as well. And all in all, that was £130, so I think I've done all right. Let me know in the comments, what's your favourite? Have you got any of these? Have you got all of them? Have you got everything? Thanks for tuning in, guys. Make sure to go and enter that giveaway if you've not done it. It's absolute cracker. I'm going to say that myself. I don't care. It's my giveaway, but so much stuff there to win. 3 lucky winners are going to be in for a treat. But thanks so much, everyone. See you all soon. Take care.